All the scores, all the highlights, all the fans. This is Friday Night Football on NBC 25.
Welcome to Friday Night Football. I know it's Thursday, but tonight local gridirons get the bright lights of what's supposed to be set for tomorrow night. Friday Night Football looks a little bit different than you might be used to. New set, new look, but an overall new feel as well. The one thing that remains the same, our game of the week. You, the fans, voted for this game. Valley Lutheran hosting Bridgeport to kick off the 2013 season. The Chargers are coming off a playoff berth, and tonight they wouldn't mind getting the win to jumpstart another one. This is the first ever meeting for Bridgeport and Valley Lutheran. It'd be one the Chargers would never forget, not in a good way. The very first play of the game, heck, the very first play of the season, Bridgeport pulls out the old hook and ladder. They must have watched some Varsity Blues last night as you had Brian Burton, 53 yards and a cloud of dust, 7-0 Bearcats. Coach Randy Finney trying to find a way to stop Burton. He wouldn't here. Later in the first, it's another one, the longest run and the longest quarter in football history, I think, 60-plus yards as Burton finds 6 again. He would add an INT for a very productive opening frame in the second. The Chargers, they do find some offense. Logan Gatza plunges in for 6, but this one is all Bearcats as Bridgeport wins 47-28. Over in Beecher, the Bucks have high hopes after coming off a state semifinal run. Tonight they welcome Northwestern to Bucktown. Third quarter, Bucks up 15-8. Shamron Halbert looks deep with Cedric Moten here with the INT. He takes it in, setting up this ensuing possession. Marcus Wright goes right down the back here and then down the sideline, struggling with what looked like a cramp, but he still gets in for the 40-yard score, 22-8. Bucks tack on another one late in the third. Romello Cooper, a 12-yard score as the Bucks, they win big. 3 scores, 41-20. Well, in Genesee County, the Cavaliers of Carmen Ainsworth want to take out Grand Blake, and they want to do it badly. Last fall, the Bobcats upended the Cavs in the first round of the playoffs, making this non-conference matchup as bad-blooded as it gets in week 1. Cavaliers hosting the Bobcats second quarter. We're tied at zeros. Trayvon Avery hands it to Dante McGee, but he is met at the line by Ladero Mosley. Cavs force a 3-and-out. Later in the second, 3rd and 15 for the Cats. Trayvon Avery scrambling, gets away from defenders, then goes up top. Brandon Scott comes up with the catch, and then check out the yards, the yak. The yards after catch, dragging defenders with him. Later in the drive, little trickeration here for the Bobcats. 4th and 5, Avery pitches to Dante McGee. McGee back to Avery, and he takes off with the Cavs. Defense equal to the task. The Cavs, they get the win, 13-0. Let's go over to Fenton as the Tigers are pumped to get this season going. They're hosting Linden. Gabe Smith here on a keeper. He's running for 30-plus yards, taking it deep into Linden territory. That sets up this. Smith, he's looking and finds Kevin Bates 10 yards for a touchdown. 7-0 Linden with 6:15 in the quarter left. Now, following a fumble recovery, Fenton, they're going to find the end zone. Claiborne to Jacob Gilman. That ties the game up at 7s, and Fenton goes on from there, winning 39-21. How about Holly at Swartz Creek? The band trying to get things going for the faithful in Swartz Creek. With less than a minute left in the half, Holly's Jesse Zorn picked off by Jack Weather, and he goes 50 yards all the way to the barn. Holly, they take a 24-14 lead in the third. Swartz Creek, they're trying to find a new breath of fresh air, maybe a new life there as Brandon Fitch, he goes to Jacob Littles for 20 yards. Brendan Fitch, he would later score on a keeper as Holly, though, they get the last laugh, winning 24-14. After the break on Friday Night Football, we pick up the pace and head into the 2-minute drill. It's for some, it's called a no-huddle.
You're watching Friday Night Football on NBC 25.
Hi, we're the Frankenmuth Cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Football on NBC 25.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football on Thursday, right here on NBC 25. We're approaching the home stretch, and that means We need to pick up the pace a bit. So let's send in the scat backs and let's go to the no-huddle. First quarter action over at Frankenmuth. They're hosting Hemlock. And this here, Hemlock coming to play tonight against the Eagles. Tony Speckhard off the left side. He's going 32 yards to the house. Extra point, no good. Hemlock, though, they get the win, 19-12. Let's go to Bridgeport. Chesaning here. Nice little show with the cheerleaders. Birch Run with the ball on the 15-yard line. Austin Clark dropping back. He finds Joseph Okapan for the touchdown. As time expires, a buzzer beater. Birch Run gets the 30-22 win. Millington at Mount Morris. We're in the fourth quarter. Cardinals up big and adding on more. Jacob Hager. He takes the handoff and then takes off, waving in and out of traffic, 53 yards, and Millington. The Cardinals win big, 42-20. Next up, Arthur Hill, as they have a 24-7 lead over Goodrich heading into the third quarter, but the Martians came to play. Michael Marston plunges into pay dirt to bring the deficit down to 10 after another stalled drive by the Lumberjacks. Goodrich looks to make it an even closer game, but they fall to earth here as that seals the deal. Arthur Hill wins by 10. The plays of the night. Nominee number 1, Brian Burton. You saw it earlier in the contest. 53-yard reception on the hook and ladder. Takes it to the house. A nice way to start off the season. How about over at Birch Run? Austin Clark hooking up with Joseph Okapan for the touchdown as time expires. Football's version of a buzzer beater. And here's number 3, this time on the ground. You just saw him a couple plays earlier, and this time all on the ground from a little farther out. He was unstoppable on the night. Will he be unstoppable on plays of the night? You can pick them on our website. Vote, mynbcnews.com. Let's hit the NFL. The Lions tonight closing out the preseason. See Matt Stafford? He didn't play very much. He didn't do very much either. Only threw 6 passes. Sean Hill, he gets 2 TDs on the night as the Lions move to 3-1 with a big 35-13 win. And on the diamond, the Loons can clinch a playoff spot for the first time since 2010, and they would. Great Lakes takes down Dayton 3-0. They will host a playoff game Wednesday nights. Hopefully they can make a nice run here. That's going to wrap it up, the premiere episode of Friday Night Football on Thursday. It was fun. Let's say we do it next week, but actually on Fridays. That's going to do it for me.
Touchdown, Bearcats. Brian